All right, guys. Good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure, and I'm happy to be among like minds. And it has been a very stimulating week. Wouldn't you say that? Well, I'm Vinette May Glidden, and CEO of the IRead For Life Center and creator of the Grassroots and Phonics Method.
I'm Anélle Smith. I am Senior Facilitator at the IRead For Life Center.
And we're here because we are interested in bridging literacy and connecting worlds. From the category Early Childhood, Primary Literacy, we bring to you the topic 1.5 billion feet to walk the road to literacy.
We are going to cover the following items, and we'll try to get through them as soon as possible. So first, we must start at home. Literacy is still very important. Contributing factors to illiteracy, what our focus is today, what are our literacy struggles, challenges that kids face. Our solution works. We will show you a few testimonials from our parents. Primary literacy, and then we'll quickly touch base on the IRead For Life Center, and I'll tell you more about IRead For Life Cayman.
Although there is only one Earth, our realities are vastly different. We live in different worlds. We are worlds apart in our realities. Globally, young people are affected by schools closing, wars, and gender injustice, among other things that hinder literacy development. This is why we are interested in the 1.5 billion feet to walk the road to literacy. We saw how COVID-19 spread through the world. Well, so is the problem of not being able to read and write. And don't we forget, literacy is a global asset.
According to UNESCO, we have a missing number. According to UNESCO, there are 754 million illiterate adults worldwide. They were all once children. 1.5 billion feet to walk the road to literacy. 250 million children are currently facing the same challenge. Our goal is to bridge that gap now. We don't want 500 million little feet to become part of a statistic, to become part of the 1.5 billion feet. So, what is the solution?
Well then, we must first start at home. We're from the Cayman Islands, south of Cuba, northeast of Jamaica, and right next door to heaven. Our 3 islands total 100 square miles, with 130 different nationalities. We are a first world British territory and a very prosperous group of islands. 5th in the financial sector of the world, every grade 1 student in government primary schools takes home a computer. Government schools use the British curriculum, and some private schools use the American curriculum. Expenditure per child in government schools is one of the highest in the world. Like the USA, and the UK, we have the high percentage of our students leaving schools that are not reaching the literacy expectations. Every English curriculum set goals at each grade level, with the hope that students will do well and reduce the percentage of failure. Yet the needle barely moves. I was delighted when I saw the video of the work the Literacy Foundation had done. However, we are struggling with the solution. Like all mansions, the foundation must be strong to support a strong structural outcome. Today, we will briefly cover contributing factors to illiteracy, our focus today, early literacy struggles, and our solution.
Contributing factors to illiteracy. Our system universally is compromised with many difficulties. A few of them are digital literacy and the technology gap, information overload due to social media and internet, declining reading habits, and one of the many reasons being the social media communication shifts. And from this, attention span and cognitive development is compromised. Standardized testing, language barriers, misinformation, and fake news. As we can see, these causations affect us all, literate and illiterate people all across the world.
Our focus today will be on kids in the first world countries. We have all the financial means. We have the necessary resources, yet millions of our children still are illiterate. We can clearly say that it's not about computers or reading programs or even materials. Why such a great percentage of our children are still illiterate. So, what is the problem? First, let us look at early literacy.
What are our early literacy struggles? Some of the main struggles are following directions, comprehension skills, spoken language, and pragmatics. At the IRead For Life Center, we use the grassroots phonics and grammar method. The books are recently revised, rebranded, and further developed for the classroom setting. They are used to address these struggles listed. Let's first look at following directions. In the books, we do not follow traditional directions. We give instructions such as color the noun blue, circle the nouns yellow, underline the articles with green. The students need to read and follow directions. We're working on comprehension skills. It is not what a child expects. They must read. Advice we give to parents to do at home is to give a 3-part command to their children. Get a knife, get a fork, put it on the table.
Spoken language is intertwined with our reading and writing activities. Our grassroots phonics and grammar workbooks are loaded with comprehensions, which focus on certain speech sounds associated with the letter symbols. We cover grammar, figure of speech, modern communication, and a unique method for addressing auditory conceptualization. A heavy discussion of a subject is encouraged before writing a story. Pragmatics. Pragmatics is a big area that schools struggle with. Behavior differs due to multicultural environment that the first world countries experience. We try to have children at the IRead For Life Center work in groups and establish the saying, sharing is caring. Understanding each other and respecting each other is a requirement at the table. We teach value, appropriateness, respecting each other, appreciation for learning, and the will to learn. Misunderstanding pragmatics can lead to challenges.
These are 5 of the challenges that preschoolers face. Anxiety that leads to anger. Anger that can lead to lack of self-confidence. Lack of self-confidence leads to an inability to focus and attend to work in the classroom, and this then results into language deficits, such as reading, stuttering, incoherent speech, writing, and numeracy challenges. I think that all of us here today understand and know about these struggles. Therefore, we must deal with it. Let's first look at metalinguistics, phonological awareness, word awareness, syntactic awareness, and pragmatic awareness. Understanding metalinguistic skills allow teachers to impart the awareness and understanding of language analysis, auditory conceptualization, language components, and also reflecting on the use of language. The challenges and struggles of early literacy go hand in hand, and it affects all subjects.
Well, we just heard about numeracy in the act that went before us, and I would like to say that numeracy is a vital link to critical thinking. We make numbers as practical experience, fun, like building a cardboard house or making a greenhouse, and create activities around them. This involves writing and counting and putting the numbers and giving each child the mind to dream that one day he or she will own his or her own home. Here we address what is known as soft skills. Social skills, students work with each other and talk to each other. During writing, students make a list of what is needed, write orders for building supplies, write checks and deposits, slips for banking, etc. Logical thinking, critical thinking, following directions are important to problem solving. Activities like these work on all early literacy struggles.
I'm currently working with 3 students at our center for a very specific reason. They're all there for very different reasons, but 2 challenges that all 3 face is working sequentially and following directions. So my current goal is, in addition to improving their reading, is to help them to think logically, to read and follow instructions, and then to work in sequence. The directions in each activity vary from activity to activity, so they can't just remember the prompts. They have to read, they have to process, and then do. Through this effort, they are also learning social skills such as patience, respect, and teamwork. And if you'll allow me, I would like to just play a few testimonials from some of our parents.
Hear what Miss Shelley says.
Our son is a registered early childhood educator in Canada. His language skills were enhanced greatly by the approach developed by Vinette Glidden at IRead For Life Center. We are forever grateful for the tutoring he received from the age of 4 to 6 that set him up to succeed in school and in life. Thank you.
Hear what Ms. Melanda says.
My daughter attends IRead For Life Center, and the progress she has made is incredible. She went from merely scratching on a paper and struggling to spell her name to independently spelling words with confidence. In her first year of reception, she even volunteered for her spelling competition. She is quickly becoming a confident reader.
At the IRead For Life Center, primary literacy begins with grassroots phonics and grammar. Each child is being exposed to the 44 sounds associated with the letter symbols before kindergarten, if that is possible. This activity is repeated over and over and over. I have discovered that the requirements for kindergarten don't meet the standard of preparation for grade 1. Children are not ready. We must back up and expose our children to the analysis of learning, take into consideration the metalinguistic skills necessary for growth and development, making each child ready to be successful. We need to recognize that teachers at the primary level are equally worthy of recognition and pay as the professor at the university level. Teachers at the primary level are not mere babysitters. They are engineers that shape the little minds. First, and for it is at the kindergarten level that greatness begins.
And just lastly, over the last year, an NPO was formed called IRead For Life Cayman. The mission is to close the literacy gap in the Cayman Islands by ensuring that resources and funding are not a barrier to literacy. We currently provide tutoring scholarships to the IRead For Life Center, at the IRead For Life Center, to children who desperately needs the assistance, but whose families cannot afford the specialized services. Over the coming years, we aim to provide free access to the grassroots methods via an app for children between the ages of 3 and 12. This will impact thousands of people. We will also implement library, home, and prison outreach programs to assist those with greater limitations to accessing learning. This will impact hundreds of families and adults in bettering their lives through literacy. Finally, because we are educators, we will be introducing a training program of the grassroots method. So there are more facilitators to provide professional support, thus creating a ripple effect in the community to access learning. This is how we aim to contribute to the 1.5 billion feet to cross this bridge.
And I want to thank you guys for all coming here and sitting through us. And hopefully we will do our small part to bridge that gap.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.